Words. Moonshots. Anybody? Yell it out. Yell it out. Apollo, NASA, good. Any phrases? Crazy, risky, Google, impossible, I heard. Okay. Moonshots used to be just the province of governments. The British government in 1714 launched a moonshot. They had a major issue navigating at sea. What was the issue? What did they try to solve with their moonshot challenge of 10 million pounds? Not latitude, but longitude. How many years did it take Benjamin Harrison to solve the longitude problem? Any guesses? 50 years. JFK said, let's go to the moon. Took 10 years. Well, I'm here to share with you that no longer do we have to wait for governments to make this happen. No longer do we have to wait decades and decades to solve these major and grand challenges. In the past 15, 20 years, we now have enough experience, a critical mass of experience in doing moonshots across a whole moonshot ecosystem that we actually now have best practices. We have tools and techniques. These are not one-offs anymore. These are things that we can actually have repeatable success. I'm going to share with you some of those ideas right now. X Prize. First X Prize, go to space, up and back, twice in 2 weeks, same vehicle. You get $10 million. But what you also get, in this case, is what? Richard Branson showing up and saying, hey, I want to give you a few $100 million over a period of years to start Virgin Galactic. So what's exciting now about moonshots is they're not just solving a problem. They're opening up whole new industries. They're opening up whole new sectors. Qualcomm, Tricorder Prize. This is one of our new X Prizes. You get $10 million if you make a lab on a phone that can detect any one of 10 major diseases on that phone and transmit what to do about it. But X Prize is not just the only moonshot part of the ecosystem. Now we have Google X, self-driving car. And like most moonshots, laughed at 10 years ago. 9, 10 years ago, people said, this is crazy. This is insane. It'll never work. It'll kill people. We now know that not only is Google X working on this, every major car company is going to make this happen. We've already succeeded at Google X because we now have the entire industry oriented towards autonomous vehicles. And of course, Hooli. Let's not forget. Hooli XYZ. The potato gun and other key inventions coming out of Hooli. So the grand challenges, these are some of them up on the stage. We're not going to get to these grand challenges, we're not going to solve them through incremental thinking. We're not going to solve them through traditional methods of capital formation and investment. We need moonshots on a repeatable, successful basis to attack these issues and create whole new industries. And moonshots are not just nonprofit things or R&D parts of large companies. Tesla is a moonshot startup. Again, 9, 10 years ago, at the beginning, people laughed. They said, this is not possible. We're not going to have a successful company. There's been no successful new startup car company in 100 years in the United States of America. That's not possible. But sure enough, the Tesla did succeed. And what did not succeed was the one that was supposed to be the bridge technology, the Fisker, the one that combined some electric with gas. The bolder vision, the moonshot vision, is the one that succeeded. And that's what we're finding more and more now. When you think about, as a venture capitalist, when you think about saying, hey, wait a second, should I put something into the bridge, which sounds maybe more plausible, maybe something that has less of a behavioral change needed by the consumer, or should I go for something bolder? Well, Steve Jurvetson's right here, invested in Tesla, invested in SpaceX, invested in D-Wave. I see a pattern, Steve. And so more and more now, venture folks, Google, other companies are saying, you know what, things are moving so fast, let me not focus on the bridge technology. Let me skip over. Let me leapfrog that and go right to the bolder vision. In fact, bolder visions attract what? They attract what? The best and brightest. This is a war right now for talent. This is a war right now for capital. You will win that war with the bolder vision. And that's one of the key reasons why Tesla won over Fisker. The better engineering, the better vision, and the better consumer mindshare. The same thing I predict will happen now with immunotherapy and chemotherapy. You heard from Sean Parker 2 nights ago a bit about this. Chemo, if you ask anyone in the cancer area, oh, we're going to have it forever. I predict right here today that we will eclipse chemotherapy in the next 20, 30 years with immunotherapy and other bolder visions, visions that allow you to heal the body, not destroy it. So again, one of the tests that we use now is the 100-year test. If you think in 100 years that that thing will happen, then start now. There's no reason to wait. If you think in 100 years we're still going to have combustion vehicles, fine, stay there. That's probably not going to happen. Do you think in 100 years we're still going to be burning coal, burning fossil fuels to create power? Probably not. So let's start on the moonshots today. We can bring the future forward. Here are 3 techniques that we use. First, make sure it's a really hard problem. If you want to make sure that you can attract the best, that you can attract the boldest, that you can attract the billions of dollars you need, it better be a really tough problem. It better be on the order of quantum computing or healthcare for 1 billion people. Those kinds of problems. Go for something big. Think 10x and 100x. Make sure that when you look at the problem, actually make it worse first. Try to expand it first, then come back to a prototype. Come back to something that you can focus on in a chewable bites. Just because it's a moonshot doesn't mean you can't break it down into small pieces. You can do that as well. But first, actually make the problem much worse. You'll actually come up with more scalable shortcuts than if you don't do that. And finally, don't make it so that you have to include every step because, oh, that's technology we have today. We don't have that technology, we can't go there. You will find that technology. The best and brightest that attracted to you, they will find that technology. This is how we know that these things are going to happen because we've now done it 15, 20, 25 times. So, grand challenges. These are out there. We, in this room, listening to this on video, in the core tech economy, we can solve these challenges. And we can do them faster. We don't have to wait 50 years. We don't have to wait 10 years. These can be done with new techniques and the best practices we now have from all the different moonshots that we've done so far. The key takeaways. We now know what to do. We don't have enough moonshots right now, though. We've added them all up. We've done a study. There are only about 35 moonshots right now in the whole planet. That's not enough to achieve escape velocity in the core grand challenges that we have. We invite everyone here, we invite everyone listening to say, join us. Join us in the moonshots. Join us in this kind of stuff because not only are the rewards great in terms of maybe monetarily or otherwise, but we will solve the grand challenges together. Thank you very much.
Good morning.